Hello viewers, welcome to this channel. Today we will discuss application of ratios which we learned earlier by using MS Excel. This is very important to understand about the Excel and the application of Excel during the finance and accounting. World is now transforming to the digitalization. Each and everything is on mobile, on laptop. We our day to day, each and everything we are depend on the calculation, depend on the techniques, we depend on the technology, and we also know computer are so much useful to us from home to our office. From near 1994, 95 or 1991, beginning of the computer era. At that time there is a desktop, now come to laptop, using now we have a smartphone. All these applications, we have a smartphone and we have also used as a computer. We manage all our offices, all our office work on through our mobile phones. So computer is so much important in our life, day to day life. We depend on computer, especially when we talk about account and finance. Computer application is very handy and it is very useful only because it is fast and accurate. Human can make a mistakes, but computer rare make the mistakes. That is why we have lots of application today which are run on the computers, and we get data, generated data from that for any interpretation and any kind of decision making things. So friends, today we will discuss about MS Excel and as application in ratio analysis. Excel is a software we all know and is basically used for calculation of numeric values. It has various functions, like it can create graphical representations, financial functions, statistical functions, mathematical function. It is used for the researchers for different research work, calculation of research work. Basically, we put some data in that, variables in that, and we find out the result, interpreted the results. For example, random sampling is one of the important method of statistical method. It can be easily do by even on the Excel. Graphical representation, line graph, bar graph, horizontal graph, cone graph, pie graph, all are the representations. So Excel is now a part, or you can say overall MS Office. It includes Excel, Word, PowerPoint are the part of day-to-day life, and especially Excel is used for the purpose of accounting calculations without wastage of time, and it is a huge space. We can put a lot of data in that. So friends, this is a snapshot of Excel. I hope it is visible, and here the Excel is a tabular sheet. This is known as sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, and each sheet have its own area, that is A1. This is A1. There are 16 sheet, and in total one book 16 sheet, and in one sheet you may find out near 66,000 cells. This is cell. Okay. These cells are used to put the variables and for the calculations. These are some other useful things. This is the functional chart. If we click on that, we get the various functional things on that. So, today we will learn with some example, few examples, how to do the ratio analysis by using Excel. Okay. Okay. So, this is our first chart, this is our first table, and in this table I already mark some questions. This is a question, and in my first example we have to calculate the liquidity ratio. We have to calculate the liquidity ratio. So, liquidity ratio is what? It is a current ratio, quick ratio and absolute ratio. So, current ratio is, what is current ratio? Current assets divided by current liabilities. Okay. And in this chart we have current assets and current liabilities. So, first we select the current assets. Okay. How we can do? Write down current asset and either you can click on this and it will show as a cell number, that is the cash in bank. Then we can use add option, then this, then we can use another option. You can see all the colors are changing, like B is other color, that means yes, we are selecting the different cells. Okay. Now, B5 plus B6, we also type here B, and this is the column number 8, the B8. We can also type here, we can find this is selected, this is the different column, we select that. Prepaid expenses are also part of the, so we also select prepaid expenses B and this one and press enter key. When we bring the cursor here, we see all the data which we selected here. So, this is our current assets. I am sorry, I write down here current liability is current assets. Okay. Now, current liability same, put equal to sign, select the liabilities, like this is a liability, this is the liability, this is the liability, sorry, this one, and this one is liability. 4 are liabilities, 1 lakh. So, current assets is 2 lakhs, current liabilities 1 lakh. So, when current assets and current liabilities, when we use this formula divide, so we can, how we can do this, select this, do not type, if you want to type you can type, or select this, use division bar, this is division bar, okay, and then you select this. See, you can also find this formula here, this is a formula, and this is the answer. This is 2, its answer is 2:1. We also do this by using divide divisible method by using the mathematical tool, but better use keys or type down the things. From this formula bar you can, if you categorize that one, that is all mathematical tools, financial tools, logical tools, you can find the all type of tools from here, okay, and you can select the names. If you press D, we find out all the things which we available on the D column, okay. Now, so what is our result? Our result is 2. So, we can say, we can highlight it, we can say 2 is current ratio. Similarly, we can find out the quick ratio QR. And what is quick ratio? We exclude stock and prepaid expenses. We exclude stock and prepaid expenses. So, it is our total current assets. Now, if we exclude, then what will be the answer? Select all these things. You can do also sum, use like sum, select the things which you want like this, close, okay, like 1, this is a range. If you having the range, then you can select this and put off. Then we have something more, then you add bill receivable only, okay. We left the stock here, we left the stock and bill prepaid expenses. So, answer is 1,30,000, okay. How it is 10 lakh, 10,000 and 60,000, we left 10,000 60,000, there is 70,000 left. Our answer is 1,70,000 is current asset without stock and prepaid expenses. Liability will be the same. So, we can write or type 1 lakh, it is liability. Answer will be this divided by this, okay. So, our quick ratio is 1.3. We can change the color of the cell by this one. Third one is absolute liquidity ratio. So, absolute liquidity ratio, we have only cash at bank and these three. Again, we do not have market receivables, so these three, and this is 1 lakh, this is 1 lakh. So, 1 lakh and liability is 1 lakh. So, absolute liquidity is this divided by this, okay, 1. So, we can easily calculate the current ratio with the help of Excel, and this is simple mathematics for the calculation. Now, I have some more example. This is a profitability ratio, okay, this is a profitability ratio, and this profitability ratio we can find out net profit ratio, we can find out gross profit ratio, which I already discussed in previous lectures. So, let us do. Now, I need to find out gross profit ratio, Okay, gross profit ratio. This is we need to find out. Make it bold. So, formula, what is the formula? Formula is gross profit divided ratios, gross profit divided by sales. Okay, gross profit divided by sales. This is the formula, and when we use the equal to sign, automatically the applications processed it, and this is invalid formula, therefore it create error. So, I just remove the error, equal to sign, put equal to, we can put equal to sign here. Now, okay, and what is the gross profit here? 1,50,000. See, 1,15,000. So, 1,15,000 is our gross profit, and our sale is 4 lakhs. Our sale is 4 lakhs. We write down 4 lakhs. Okay. He asking the formula, error in formula, want to accept this? Yes, I said I am going to accept this. Yes. The ratio is 0.2875 is to 1. If we use in percentage, either we can do by multiply the equation like this with 100 with 100. Okay. Now, it is in the form of percentage, 28%. We interpreted that gross profit is 28% of the sales. Okay. We can use this one and we can do the similarly net profit. Similarly, net profit ratio. Net profit ratio also having the same kind of equation, net profit divided by sales. Okay. Here only sales is given. If net sale is given or sales return is given, then we have to find first calculate the net sales and then the other things. Okay. So, here have to put equal to sign. I again repeat, without equal to sign your formula will not work. So, what is your net sale is 50,000 and divided by, it is a divisible sign, divided by 4 lakhs, it is 1.212. If we want in the percentage, then we can simply multiply it by 100, it is 12.5%. So, we can interpret it that our gross profit is 28.75 and our net profit is 12.5. The decrease in the gross profit to net profit is because of the indirect expenses. Okay, indirect expenses. Now, we also can find individual ratios like you can say non-operating expenses. What is the percentage of non-operating expenses in overall sales? So, non-operating expenses, we write down here. We can make it bold, we can make increase the font size, change the font size. I can show you here. You can change the font size. You can change any type of font size you want, which is quite visible. It must be visible. So normally we use Times Roman. Okay friends, normally use Times Roman font, so it is quite visible, and there are some Hindi font also. So some of the people who want work on the Excel and they want Hindi fonts, they can also do that. This is the Times New Roman, and increase the size is 18. If you into 18, it's 18. Okay, how now? So our operating profit is 15,000. Similarly, we use equal to sign 15,000, and we are taking the ratio with sales. So we write down only 4 lakhs. Now I'm going to show you one thing more here. You can change the decimal point. Here this decimal point is up to 4. You can do it with the help of this, or okay, this decreased decimal, this increased decimal. If you click here, it increased decimal points. If you do the decreased decimal point, and otherwise if you are not able to do, you can just make a right click and go to cell format, and you will find here 5. No 5. Make it 2. Make it 2. Okay. If you want to separate with 1000, you can click on it. Otherwise, left it down. Make it 2. Now make it round. So our answer is on a round figure, and it is 0.4. So operating expenses is 0.04. If you multiply by 100, and it will be in form of percentage, 3.75 percentage. This is activity ratio, okay, and this is activity, and activity ratio is used for the performance. Activity ratio is used for the performance. So here I want to calculate the sales number of turnover ratio, sales turnover or inventory turnover ratio, inventory turnover ratio. Inventory turnover ratio is very simple, like we have the net sales. Net sale is what is the net sale? Net sale is 5 lakhs minus 25,000. Okay, minus 25,000. It is a net sale, and as I write down as net sales, and average stock. So average stock is opening plus closing divided by 2. So opening 70,000 plus closing 85,000 divided by 2. We not introduce the equal to sign, that's why it's not working. Like introduce equal to sign, now it will work. Okay, that is average inventory. We can also use the formula average, this one, and drag the things which we want to do the average. Here 70,000 comma 85,000, or put it down, write it down, enter key. Due to some error, it is not working here. So friends, this is the formula, and we divide this one by this one. 6.129, 6.129, this is the inventory turnover ratio. So, we can calculate the inventory activity ratio with the help of this. Things are same, but I just going to show you the each and every ratio. Now, here the debt equity ratio. Now, it is the last ratio which we are going to show you, because all 4 ratios are covered here. Debt equity ratio. So, debt equity ratio formula is external debt equities divided by internal equities. External equities are debt equity ratio, external divided by internal. So, what are the externals? Need to calculate externals. So, externals are debenture sundry creditors. So, do the equal to, make sum, add, start, debenture sundry creditors, provision for tax, bill payable and outside creditors, all are the externals. Do the enter key. Internals, same way, either click here, do some option, start, and these are the internals. Share, preference share, equity and capital and profit are the internal. So, we close the bracket, this is internal. Formula is external divided by internal. So, therefore, this 6 lakhs divided by 1 lakh. 6.6. So, external equity and internal equity is calculated by the debt equity ratio. Hence, we can calculate too much thing, and we can use the wrap option, we can make the cell proper designed, we can color the cell, we can color the font, we can format the cell with the help of Excel. This is the data option here, and we can see that there is different option in Excel. Formula option is here, logical formula, financial formula, sum option, auto sum option. You have to, if you want to sum all these things, let us take example of all these things and click here. Then it is auto sum. It gives the summary of all the things. So, friends, this is all about the use of Excel in our ratio analysis. We did all the ratio analysis from liquidity ratio, profitability ratio, all the ratio analysis. So, in this ratio analysis, we understand that how we maintain the Excel file and use the calculation accurately. Computer's knowledge is huge, and how we can learn by doing more and more practice on the Excel, because nowadays company needs a person who have expertise in the application of computer also. Hope you understand this topic. Thank you for valuable time. Thank you.